Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. I'm in a beautiful location which I'll show you more in a bit. It's a location that I know well, featured on a couple of videos, maybe a few reels or whatever, like stories, but never done a proper video shoot here before, so I feel like I need to do that as it's not too far away from my house and it's a bit of a popular location. It's quite busy in the car park, so I've tried to tuck myself right down the other end. But as you can see, I'm back in the actual van again. There has been some work going on. As you can see, the seat has been removed and I've laid a board down and some carpet on top of that, so it looks quite cool. The other seat is still in, but I'm going to use the back of that seat as a board to put down for like a makeshift bed type sofa. So it's going well. I've left this obviously seat back in for me so I can sit down and chill out and do whatever. But it's coming along. I'm not going to do any more on the van for a couple of weeks because obviously I want to get some windows tinted first, which is my next thing. It's all booked in. Just got to wait for it to be done. And then after that, I'm going to start maybe doing some overnight camping in it. Do a little bit further afield. So stay tuned for that, because you never know what's going to happen. But no, I'm going to quickly change my shoes. I'm packing light today. I've only got my little low pro bag, but I have got all 3 lenses with me. Just a little bit of a lighter bag for this little journey. I'm going to take one of the paths up that way, not that way where I usually go, because I want to try and photograph something different. I always take the same route here. And the reason why is because it is absolutely gorgeous. But I want to try, there's a little patch of woodlands on top of the hill. So I want to try and I want to go and see what's up there, because I don't know. So anyway, I'm going to change my shoes. Let's get going, because I haven't got long before I've got to start heading off home. I've only got a few hours, so I want to try and make the most of it. So, as I said back in the car, I've never photographed this location before on this side. Only ever taken that other path leading up to where most of the tourists go, sort of thing, that come to visit this location, because it is a nice spot. I'm on the South Downs and it's a little village called Wilmington. I think I'm pronouncing that correct. And I'm at the location of the Long Man of Wilmington, which is a chalk place. I don't know if you can see it. I'll get some B-roll, but it is over there, on there, and that's the path I usually take. I go directly underneath it and then up. I've never photographed this side of the hill before, so I'm hoping I come away with something a bit different. I don't know whether I'll get anything spectacular today because the light's very harsh, but you never know. Some black and white long exposures or something of the landscape to bring out that contrast. You never know what we could find. So, but no, blooming stunning at the moment. Spring is well and truly here. The bluebells have all been out, but I haven't been photographing bluebells lately. I've been trying doing other things, so I don't know if there's going to be a video for bluebells this year, but certainly a lot of them on the way here I noticed. You never know, might stop off and have a go, but I'd rather focus my time here today, as I haven't been here for a while. So yeah, no, if you haven't photographed or gone to this location, you live in the area, it's definitely a must to come and visit, especially this time of year at sunset. It's really nice. So, which I definitely will be back for in the next couple of weeks. But the one thing that has caught my eye is where the other path is, which you can see just there. It's that light patch running up the hill. Along that path one of the fields has all been harvested or mowed, and the patterns in it is unbelievable. Whether I can get a shot from this side of the hill is a different matter, but if I do have time, I'll try and trek up that other path, because there might be some leading lines and some weird patterns or abstract in that field. Sorry if it keeps going dark as well. I'm trying to compensate for the clouds and the sun keep going in and out. But yeah, that is a really nice ploughed field with all those, it's like green based but yellow top, if you want to call it anything. So yeah, beautiful. So I'm heading back up the path that I originally was heading down. Not because it's not beautiful down there, it's just that I kind of want to get up to that point up there. And that seems to lead to another little village. And there's a beautiful patch of woodlands down there. So that I definitely will be back to explore, but not today. The conditions aren't great for doing that. It seems to be having a lot of cloud come over again, so it's in and out with the weather, but I think today's theme might be black and white if I find any images. It's super hot. I might have to take the hoodie off, I don't know yet. 1 minute it's cold, 1 minute it's hot, and it doesn't help. I left my drink in the car, my bottle of water, so not the brightest ideas, but you know, I haven't got time to head back. If I go back to the car now, it's home time, so but I'm going to head back along here. And I'm sure there was another path that led up there. So that's the way I'm going to head, I believe. I hope so anyway. So as you can see, I've returned to where I first started. The path that I came up is here. The path that I usually take is just there. But I'm photographing this scene from this side. I've done it from the other side facing this way. But because of all the fields at the moment on that side have been, you've got all this like yellow and green mix here, then you've got this nicely ploughed field here. But I've turned my attention just here. You might not be able to see on this lens. Let me see if I can zoom in just a little bit more. There is a path that runs down there, and I'm trying to photograph that because I definitely know that today is black and white. The contrast is too much, so I've switched to black and white, and I've got a profile on my camera that shows like a black and white monochrome type thing, so I can have a look. But what I'm thinking, if this path that's running down here is so minimalist, it's unbelievable, and obviously it looks really nice, and you've got this one tree, one bush at the bottom. Now, moments before, as I was walking up to this scene and I was capturing, there was about 20 ponies, wild ponies or horses, running up that, and then they just stopped for a brief moment, and before I could get my camera set up, they were gone. They were absolutely out of here. So, which would have been a real shame. I might have captured like maybe one or two in the frame before they all run off, but it wasn't the photograph that I aimed up for. So, but I'm going to retake it now, and I'll walk you through it as best as I can. Now, I do hope that you can see on this what I'm trying to photograph, and there is the path that you can see, and it's going all the way up into the frame, and I'm trying not to blow the highlights out. I might even try a 1x1 crop just so I can get rid of this patch of sky, because I don't think I'm going to need this dark patch in the bottom either. So, but that's what I'm photographing, and it's just nice. It's a shame that I didn't have all these horses just here. You can see how big this landscape is. There is 2 people right there now, and it was just so nice having all these horses gallop up this path. And it's a shame I didn't capture it, but you know, you never know. I might get it another day. So but no, it's a really simple image. All I'm doing is keeping it really nice and simple. F8. So I want to get my shutter speed up a little bit higher than what I usually do, purely because there's a bit of a wind, and I don't know if you can see it, sorry, bit of wind. So I'm just want to ISO 100, expose for the highlights, and that's pretty much it. So I'm going to try and reframe this up a little bit now, maybe try 1x1 crop and see how that turns out. But no, overall, it's absolutely stunning, this location, and I'm so glad I came out here today. So that's image number 1. So unfortunately time is getting on and I really need to start heading back, but I don't want to not come away with a photo of that field that's like got all those nice patterns in it. So I'm going to be a bit lazy, because I know I haven't got time to get there to get the best angle. So I'm going to break out the 70 to 200 and I'm going to try and take like the cleanest shot I can get from this angle right now, and then I'm going to chuck on a wide angle lens and I'm going to grab a black and white vista of this landscape just as a memory, and then start heading my way back down to the car, because the path that I need is right here, and I haven't got enough time to hike that way to get the best angle. So it's compromised, but I've got no other option. It's either that or go home with no more images, if you know what I mean. So I'm going to set up and then I'll hopefully make this work. So I've taken that image. I'm not 100% happy with the close-up shot. So if it comes out all right, I'll put it in the video. In fact, actually, I'm going to put it in anyway, just to show you why it didn't work. You'll be able to see with your own eyes. It's just such a weird shape. You need to be better, either right underneath it or on top of that field, looking down as like an abstract type thing. But I have taken another image of the same field, but a lot like zoomed out, same lens, 70-200 at 70mm, and I've waited for a patch of light just to land on that field perfectly for about 10 minutes, and then the rest of it has been jet black, so it's really high contrast, and I didn't think I was going to get it, but I think I did, so I'm quite happy. It's happening again right now, actually. Look, you can just see it lighting up. But yeah, I'm quite happy with those, at least that one. Not too sure about the other one, but I'll show it anyway. I'm going to take one more of this Grand Vista now, and then I'm going to call it a day, because I haven't got long. I've got to be home in an hour and a half, and it's about 45-minute drive, and so if I hit traffic I might be in a bit of trouble. So anyway, I'm going to show you these two, and I'm going to take this last one and then head on home. So I'm calling it a day. I've got a few images that I'm happy with. It's been a beautiful day down here on the South Downs, Longman of Wilmington. I'm hoping I'm pronouncing that right. I just call it Longman's Hill because that's what, for some reason, that's what I knew it as a kid. Don't know why, but it's always stuck. Obviously I took a different trail to begin this journey, and I'm glad I did, because I've crossed off a few boxes and marked a few new locations down as well. Come away with a couple of good images. It's all been black and white. Contrast is very high. Sun's out, everything's green, so it's quite nice. Always shoot to the conditions. But I'm going to head home. It's got to be done. I can't stay out here forever, which I'd love to. I did take one more image after that. It's photographing that weird pattern field and of a grand vista. I'm hoping it come out all right, because I like to get creative with my panos, using different focal lengths and wide angles, so it looks like a fisheye and things like that. So not necessarily traditional, but I'm hoping it came out all right. If it did, it'll be at the end of this video. So yeah, I'm gonna head home. I'm really thirsty as well, because I left my drink at the car. Luckily I'm not too far away, so thank you ever so much for watching. I'm really trying to work on this channel, as everybody knows, and I'm trying to do at least 1 or 2 videos a month. It's every other week at the moment, so it's working. So thank you for everybody that has subscribed, everyone that gives me a thumbs up, everyone that leaves me a comment, not just on my YouTube channel, but my Instagram and Facebook as well. So without you guys giving me that constant support, I wouldn't know whether anyone's enjoying it or not. So I'm glad that you do. So yeah, I'll leave you that image now. If you liked today's video, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell button as well, so you don't miss anything. Thank you ever so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.